Welcome to the Real American Road Trips podcast series from iCast 24 in Orlando, Florida. On this episode, we sit down with Triangle Sport Linewinders. Check it out. I'm with my buddy Larry Milburn, another really cool person that I met down here so far at iCast. And we have talked about his great product, the company he's representing, but we've also talked about everything from grits to I don't even know. We've covered so much stuff.
We hit a lot yesterday.
That's the really cool thing about iCast is you just meet people, make a connection, and it's not always about the product or why we're here. We go off on these rabbit holes. And,
Absolutely.
And you're a man after my own heart because we've talked about some strange stuff that we might not put on camera right now.
Well, you vetted me because
I did vet you.
I'm from New England.
You are a
and
Yankee.
So I am a Yankee.
You are a Yankee.
And you wanted to make sure at least I was a cool Yankee.
And what was that?
And the test was, do I like grits?
That's right.
And 100%. I said, I like grits. I like ribs.
Yes.
I'll eat catfish.
You do.
Right. I'm all right.
So you're an okay Yankee.
Yeah, I'm an okay Yankee.
But
I might not be a great Yankee.
But you're I'm
an okay Yankee.
But you got to understand, with me, I live in Dawsonville, Georgia. Anything above Dahlonega, which is about 15 miles north, anything above Dahlonega is a Yankee to me. So
so you're like a Southern, you're a Confederate Yankee.
No, I don't know what I am. I'm a fat, happy Yankee, loving Southerner. We'll go that way.
Fat, happy Yankee. I've never seen one of those.
That is true.
It's amazing.
That's why we've got to do that. I am a fat, happy, Yankee-loving Southern man.
I love
who appreciates a man that eats grits.
Well, you're absolutely right about iCast in terms of like being able to come here and meet people. Like you said, I'm here with Triangle Sport Linewinders.
Yeah.
We make the industry standard line winder. This is my first iCast. And
he had the unfortunate experience of meeting me.
Yeah, and you were the first guy I met.
Right.
And then the show's gone south.
It is. Yeah, no.
And but it's really cool because I'm not, truth be told, I'm not a big fisherman. I didn't grow up I grew up in New York City.
Yeah.
And then I lived in Los Angeles. So now with this, I've gotten to get out on the water with some great people and meet some great people.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. This community is open and fun. And it's good vibes, and it's a really cool thing. I think what you're doing with the show is great, spotlighting these towns and these areas, and people's food and whatnot, and it's
and
really
whatnot.
Awesome.
I like to say whatnot because all the whatnots that make it.
As I got to know the show, I found out there's a lot of whatnots that happen.
A lot of whatnots.
And you've got a tackle shop, and we're going to talk about getting you a machine and helping that out.
We are. So for somebody that doesn't know, tell me a little bit about the line winder.
What a line winder is.
Yeah.
So a line winder is what you need to put line on your reel.
Yeah.
All right. And a lot of these shops across the country use our line winder. We've been in business for like 35, 40 years. And some of the machines that I see when I go to these small mom and pop shops are that old.
Yeah.
And I go in and I do a little series on these shops and whatnot in the local area. And, the folks look at me like, all I've ever replaced is a fuse or a battery. That's it. This thing's still running.
Built to last.
They are built to last. They're hand built. We literally 2 or 3 guys build these things. Line winder Bob, we call him. He's here right now at the booth, and he knows everybody. Everybody knows him. If you got a question, that's the guy to call.
Yeah.
And so, I like to say we're kind of the Kleenex of the industry.
Yeah.
In that everybody's got one.
That's right.
And everyone needs one. And so they're not only just for tackle shops, but also the private consumer can get one as well.
Yeah.
And it's been cool because I get to travel around, meet all these folks, get feedback,
right,
and see what they need and whatnot. So I meet people like you, Dan.
And that's right, the crazy people.
I meet the crazy
people. So the cool thing about it is you take the spool off the reel,
you
put it on there, you get your line right there, and you just hit a button, and it does it for you. And it does it probably better than what you can do it yourself.
Oh, way better. Way
much
better.
Tighter.
Much tighter, much faster. And the cool thing about this show is that we just launched yesterday a new chuck assembly, which is what you put your reel on.
Yeah.
And it's already pre-selling like gangbusters. So if you haven't checked it out, you got to get down there and check it out.
That's good. And we're going to get one of these for our shop. We definitely need one because we still do it the old-fashioned way, which is much slower.
I'm going to give you a huge discount.
Are you like
massive?
Free?
Well, I'm thinking like grits for a line winder.
Well, I can get you some grits, man.
We ain't putting sugar in it.
No, you don't want me. Chef Dave. Chef Dave from St. Simon's. Best shrimp and grits you'll ever eat. I'll get Chef Dave to make you some grits.
Okay.
You give me a line winder.
Well, why don't I just give him the line winder?
Because he don't need it. Because he's got everything else to play with in this world. I need something.
I want to know what your highlight of this show has been so far.
You.
Me?
No.
Okay.
No, the highlight of, I got a lot.
Gosh.
The coolest thing to me, though, now, again, I love meeting people and I love talking to people like you, and I love the people with personality like you.
Thank you.
So that's been really cool.
Yeah.
But seeing guys from North Georgia that I see on a basis that come down here and that we treat each other the same as we do up there.
Right.
It's one thing you see people around home and they're like, hey, and then you get down away amongst all these famous people and they may act a little bit different.
Yeah.
Not the guys we hang out with up in North Georgia. We are like, when they say Southern hospitality and we're good guys and all that,
Yeah.
I actually enjoy just seeing them and seeing the guy. Nothing's different. It's like we're a family.
Yeah.
And then we come down here and we meet guys like you and we just add it to that family.
I love it.
And so for me, the connection personally, I love all the fishing stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
All the great products and everything. But it's, getting the numbers of people and talking to them, even not about fishing, just outside of it.
Yeah.
That's the best stuff for me about this.
I mean, you can't beat the face-to-face,
Cannot.
person-to-person connection. I think we need a lot of that right now.
This country needs a
Right?
ton of that.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
And I think if we could just take a national vacation together and everyone just chill out and talk a little bit, I think we'd go a long way.
I think I could be a third-party candidate for president
Absolutely.
and run on the platform of the outdoors and
Yeah.
getting everybody back involved.
Can I be your running mate?
You can.
Okay.
You can.
I mean, I think we're doing pretty good. You got a Yankee, a Southerner.
You
Right
may
here,
hold
look
me
at this.
back a
Look
little
at the
bit,
love.
but you might carry some of the swing states for me.
Sure.
So I might could use you in that.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I would have that southern charm.
Yes.
And then you'd be able to carry the Minnesota and the Wisconsin, those swing states for me.
Right.
I think we could do that. Nathan could be our Secretary of State.
I'll be the press secretary for
Tim,
sure.
Tim over there, yeah. Tim is going to be we'll put him he's cop, so we'll go head of the FBI or some
wow.
security agency.
National
like that.
security.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
But
it.
I think if we ran on a platform of the outdoors and getting everybody fishing or hunting and stuff like that,
Yeah.
we could really truly turn this country around.
I think so.
We'd pull tens of votes.
Tens of votes.
Tens of
Tens of votes.
Everyone gets
Listen.
a day fishing and a bowl of grits, shrimp and grits.
There you go.
Absolutely.
And then we can get back to.
And we will only deport you or anything if you don't eat grits.
I mean, I think
That's
pretty
fair.
fair.
That's
Or if you
fair.
put sugar in them.
Well, I gotta listen. Something like sweet. So we have to love those.
Yeah,
What
we
is
still
the-
love
what
you.
is the
We still love you.
ultimate Grits experience. Tell me what's happening.
Shrimp and
with it.
grits.
Shrimp and grits.
Have you ever had that?
Yes, I think so.
Like
Somewhere in my
real
travels.
southern shrimp and grits.
Yeah, I mean, if I have, it's been a while. Listen, I started on the East Coast, then I moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then I moved back to the East Coast. Somewhere in there, my grandmother lived in Georgia, in Atlanta, as I told you.
Yeah, but wait, so we
But
gotta get a Yankee in Los Angeles and back now. That's
Yeah,
the
so
trip, man.
my grits thing, I do like them.
Yeah.
I like food.
I do too. I eat
I
everything.
just like food, man. So
Other than I
I'm
think the
happy to
sweet
try it.
potato's a little overrated.
Oh, it depends how you do a sweet potato.
Sweet potato fries are the most overrated food product out there.
Man, they're good.
No, man, give me
They're
regular
good.
French fries. They're okay.
Honey
but
mustard
they're
on
not-
them.
No, listen, I
this
think
is how it beats that.
how wars start.
Yeah,
sweet
yeah,
potatoes.
yeah.
No, but I tell you, so just for breakfast, butter, black pepper, salt, lots of butter. That's the best way. But if you get a true creamy with the ham, the tasso ham in there, and the right spices, shrimp and grits,
That white cheddar in
With-
there.
with
Oh,
actual
man.
stone ground grits, not something you buy, from
Yeah,
at the grocery store, like some real stuff.
yeah.
It's a life-changing experience.
I love it. Now, Nate, what about you, man? What's been your highlight of this?
Man,
so far?
Hanging
so
with
this is
me.
Yeah.
this is that has not been a highlight. It's been a very low light.
Right.
No, this is also my first iCast. So for me, really just seeing all these innovative new products on things that I use pretty much every day in fishing and guiding, but seeing like the technology that's out there now is insane. Because I mean, where we're at, we're just humble little North Georgia fishermen, and we're not necessarily always paying attention to these new trends and stuff, and because we're out there hustling and fishing and stuff, and to come here and really take a minute to just check out all the stuff that people have just continued to develop over time, and just what's available now to the average fisherman is mind-blowing and stuff. I mean, I heard forward-facing sonar glasses, so you don't have to look at your screen, they're in your glasses, and it's like, what?
Wow.
There's some stupid stuff.
It's
out there.
crazy.
I
It's
mean,
crazy.
Stupid as in like technology like that. Like,
Yeah.
we would have never dreamed. Of
Never
stuff.
thought about stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be qualified to use any of it.
Right.
So there'll always be a home and a place for you guys that not as up to date on the technology,
Yeah.
we'll always be friends.
I'm one of those who thinks sometimes that the technology gets in the way. There's something to that sort of real, tactile, visceral,
Yeah.
instinctual experience.
Yeah.
Smell the air.
Yeah.
You feel the breeze. You're like, I think this is where I got to
100%.
go. That to me is, what it's about.
It is what it's about.
Yeah.
And as long as you can keep grounded with that, I think you're good.
Yeah.
But
You can appreciate it, but then I'm still gonna go back and fish old school. I'm gonna
Old
look at the
school,
water.
that's what I mean.
The water's gonna tell me where the fish
that's
are.
right.
and Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Totally.
But it's gonna be fun. But it's been really cool meeting guys like you though and
Yeah,
everything.
man.
So
You
and,
guys
and
too.
We definitely got to I got to get your number before we leave. You gave me your card. Didn't
I
you?
gave you like 3 cards
You gave me
yesterday.
a card. You gotta
we all-
make sure
yeah,
this-
we all got a
I'm
card, yeah.
technology challenged.
I gave
So we
most
got-
of my cards to this booth alone.
Oh hell, then we probably got one. But I got to make sure we get your number just to hang out, and whenever you get around my neck of the woods, we'll get you some good grits. And all. Have you eaten at a Waffle House?
I was
yet?
gonna say 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah,
Waffle
I've
House
eaten at a
grits
Waffle
will
House.
change
That's
your life.
been a long time too, but yes, I have.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to eat at Waffle House at 3 a.m. for reasons,
That's right.
So
Those will change your life.
those will change your life too. But man,
course.
seriously, I tell you what, I appreciate you hanging out
Hey
with us and all
man,
that.
great stuff, Danny.
Awesome, awesome.
Absolutely. Great to meet you, man.
Perfect.
You got it.